The year is 2024. It's an election year, which means that soon enough, all anyone will be able to think, care, or talk about is politics. For 3 years, we all generally agree that all politicians do is lie, but for some reason when we enter the 4th year, we start believing them again.
I did not have...
Now normally I wouldn't bother myself with the elections or anything like that. I would usually just be chilling in a cabin in the woods reading up on my father's work. Not that I agree with it or anything. I don't agree with that. But I recently realized that there actually is one political candidate who I know will never lie to me. Myself. This is Social Redact, aka Redact, aka Redacted, and he is about to attempt to do the most retarded thing he'll ever attempt in his life. Except for the driving into oncoming traffic he'll probably attempt when he reaches the ripe old age of 45. What are you talking about, man? Who are you? I'm your conscience. Not much is known about this guy to the point that the only thing we know about him is that he doesn't want people to know anything about him. Federally known as a committer of tax fraud, commonly known as a burn victim. Wait, what? He's also self-proclaimed himself as the son of Ted Kaczynski, but let's all be honest, there's no way that's true. I tell you what, this is what having a conscience is like. I want none of it. I hate this. This sucks. There are many different types of political affiliations that people ascribe to. You have the more generic ones like liberals and conservatives.
Because you're an idiot.
They're whatever.
Communism, some diplomatic bilateral communication.
You have the anti-war party. No, I don't think you understand. I'm anti-war. I'm not gonna kill anybody. You also have the pro-war party. I'm pro-war, everybody. Let's go set off a bomb. Yeah! Shout out to the pro-war military propaganda, by the way. They've been getting creative recently. Like, I saw this random woman, I believe her name is Luhan. She makes, like, TikToks where she makes jokes about, like, the government and having schizophrenia.
The U.S. government is engaged in a large number of secret medical experiments.
But if you look her up, her actual licensed job is being a psychological operations specialist. She is literally the human embodiment of a psyop.
So stupid! So stupid!
Honestly, if some guy falls for this, with all due respect, maybe he deserved to die. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. You also have more center aisle people, like libertarians.
I think that all government is a waste of taxpayer money.
They're pretty good.
And I have a shotgun. Let me prove it.
But you also have more wildcard affiliations like anarchists.
Not a big fan of the government.
And not to be biased or anything, but I like this one. You also have the parties on the opposite end of the spectrum, like fascists and communists. The communists have been growing in size recently. One of my favorite games, Dwarf Fortress, has often been called a great example of what can be accomplished under communism. And I thought I agreed with this statement at first, when all my dwarves were working together on stuff equally. But then I put a few bards into their tavern, and now a huge chunk of them just aren't working. So now all of them will most likely go hungry and die in the winter. Kind of like what happened to the Ukrainians under Stalin's rule. Oh shoot, I just remembered. I gotta make fun of the other side now to keep both sides happy. It's a whole thing. OpenTTD. This game is also one of my favorite games to play, and it has been called many times a great example of what can be done under capitalism. Okay, I gotta think of a right-wing joke now. My boy Dick Cheney taught me this one. Regardless, communists are growing in size, with one of them even being one of the top Twitch streamers. Who knows? Maybe this video will even get popular enough that Hassan will react to it. This is Hassan Piker, aka Hasanabi, aka the only capitalist communist to exist. He's well known for his hot takes,
America deserved 9/11, dude,
his connection to his more obnoxious uncle,
Vivek, we're not making this legal theory. But Vivek,
and his past life of being a high-value red-pilled man.
This one's been passed on for centuries and helped even the Vikings get laid.
With his main claim to fame being the fact that he loved the idea of living an American life so much that he moved here and started hating on it.
I'm a bit of a marabou, like a weeb for America.
Sorry, excuse me. Why do you keep on interrupting me like that? Why does my conscience keep on coming back at the most inconvenient of times? Oh, you're gonna go away now? Great. Yeah, that's fine. Because of the fact that the communists pose as my opponents politically, I decided it was probably a good idea to figure out how they think. So I bought this book called The Naked Communist. I think they got the title from that one guy's search history. You know, the guy who tried to hit on AOC?
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina.
Alex Stein, aka Primetime 90. You know, we don't have time to do this for every single person that is mentioned, alright? That was meant to just be an offhanded joke about Alex Stein and AOC. AOC, aka Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, aka the politician who played Among Us with Hassan and is known for wearing bizarre political statements. Okay, we don't have time to do this for every single person that is mentioned, alright? We don't have time to do all that. Now you may be asking yourself, Naked Communist, is it just a book full of nude images of Karl Marx? Fortunately for us, or maybe unfortunately for some of you freaks out there, the communists didn't used to sexually glorify their leaders. They believed in sexualized equity between all people. Everybody was getting sexualized. It's probably the only society Minecraft YouTubers would be well accepted in. Anyways, I've got the book here, and we're just gonna start reading. Yes, let me smoke. Let me smoke. That's good weed. That's a good smoke right there. Look at him. Look at Lenin's eyes. Dang it, Lenin. Ow! Hello? You want to kill FDR? His wife is ugly. Oh, I agree. Kill myself. Okay, will you please shut up? Let me be like my boy Hitler and let me end myself, end my misery, end my suffering, please. Okay, okay. I think we got into the head of the enemy. Enough. I think that's good. And you may think I'm done now, but if you remember correctly, when I named off the enemies of anarchists, the communists were not our only enemies. We also have the posing threat of fascists. So to better understand how they think, I bought Mein Kampf. After learning how my enemy candidates might think and operate, my attack against them can now begin. The only issue was, how was I going to make the ad campaign? What was it going to be about? What are my values that are going to be portrayed in the ad? And how is the ad going to look? But then one of my closest friends said something that was really eye-opening to me. Just steal other people's ideas. Now normally I would be against stealing because stealing usually ends up hurting other humans like myself. But the thing is, these people are politicians. They're not humans. So I'm willing to say I stole all of their ideas.
This land is your land, and this land is my land, from California.
We need to find the parts of these ads that we can steal. Okay?
For sure, for sure.
These guys have spent their entire lives in politics, almost 25 years. Yikes. I know, it's a sad story. Did you know these guys?
What have you done, Mike?
Yeah, Mike hasn't done
you spent
nothing.
25 years trying to get into politics, and you're still not in. You're just talking about these two fools.
Know which one's a lawyer?
This one?
Both lawyers, never practiced, been in the game of politics all their lives.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, these guys voted to fast.
What's so unbelievable about it? What's unbelievable?
I don't know.
Here's why we're not going to steal any of this guy's commercial, because...
Oh, yeah.
Very, very American.
Looking straight out of the top.
The Helmer Zone. Oh,
shoot.
My goodness.
Hey, Dan. Isn't that Congresswoman Comstock back there?
Hey, veteran, by the way.
Town Hall can do you one better than that. We've lost that love and feeling.
No, Dan.
Oh, not this again, Dan. Not the classic.
This is the classic Helmer special.
The classic Helmer Zone.
Never hold town halls anymore with constituents. Planned Parenthood and Obamacare you voted against.
I supported Second Amendment rights. I also believe in background checks so that terrorists can't get their hands on one of these.
Well, I don't agree with that. As a terrorist.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds.
Okay.
But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic.
Join the MAGA crew. Get a rhino hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
Wow.
You just gotta end with a wow.
Okay, let's see what this guy is about.
Hello, citizens. This is BasilMarceau.com. I'm your Republican candidate for governor of Tennessee. When I'm becoming governor, I'm gonna move the capital to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
That angle is not doing Basil any favors.
So I can clean house. Get rid of all the backroom politics. Vote for me. I won't take any campaign contributions. I'd rather lose than take campaign contributions. So you know I won't be bought and sold. And your right to be protected for eternity, even if I have to write in blood. And I want you to vote for me. And I'll see you all at the polls. I would also...
I know the boys in Chattanooga are fired up that Basil's wanting to stop traffic stops altogether, man.
Get rid of the traffic stops, man. We
don't
need
need a four-way stop, and then we're like, what if everybody just went at once? So that would be so great.
And they don't give a rip about Alabama.
That's what I'm saying.
Here we are, losing 3 family farms a day. Illegals bust in by the thousands, and Alabama's unemployment's at an all-time high. And what are my opponents doing about it? Stealing yard signs in the dark of night from my supporters. Norman Grace brags on his Facebook page about receiving contributions from industries he would regulate. Bragging about receiving illegal money on Facebook. Who on earth would support such a dummy?
Not me.
And why?
Not
We're
me.
Republicans. We should be better than that.
That's right.
I'm Dale Peterson. I'll name names and take no prisoners. Give me the Republican nomination for Ag Commission, and let's show Alabama we mean business.
Oh, man. I'm not even in Alabama, and it's not 2010, but I want to vote for this man. After seeing all of these amazing ads, I was going to say that I can now finally start my ad campaign, but unfortunately, that's going to have to wait. You see, while I was researching campaign ads, one of my rival candidates leaked an old video of me. And now the entire internet is clamoring for my cancellation.
Hello everyone, I'm Did you know that it's illegal to say, I want to kill the of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the very few things that you are not allowed to say. Now, of course, it was fine for me to say it just then because I'm just telling you that it's an illegal thing to say. I'm not actually saying it, I'm just informing you of the fact. It's like a public service announcement. I'm telling you that it's not okay to say so that you won't go out and say something like that.
Now, while I don't necessarily see anything wrong with this video, the general public does. Hey, why didn't you finish talking about all of the political parties? I thought I did. No, you forgot the sub-communities, like the Red Pill movement. What, like Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate, aka Andy, aka Aiden Ross's disappointed stepdad.
1. Aiden is dumb.
He's the leader of the Red Pill movement and is known for eating leftover chicken.
And I would sit and wait for people to sit outside, eat their meal, and leave the bucket on the table. And I used to go and take that bucket, 3 or 4 pieces of chicken.
He has also never been arrested. I thought he did get arrested. Oh yeah, but he's good now. They let him out. Yeah, but he just got arrested again. So, oh yeah, nah. Is there anyone else you'd like me to name drop, or can we move on, please? Well, I was kind of hoping you might mention something about InfoWars. That is such low-hanging fruit. I don't need you to regurgitate the same jokes for the billionth time about Alex Jones. Alex Jones, a.k.a. Jonesy, a.k.a. the Big Kahuna. He's known for gay frogs.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
This clip.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
And for the mass conspiracy taking over our world. The Nephilim are appearing to us through the shadow lie of unknown aliens. Okay, so like I said earlier, we don't have time for this. I don't even know what you're talking about, but we don't have time for this. Let's get back to the situation at hand, please. Because of this viral clip that is going around, I'm going to have to find a way to save my public image. And recently I've been examining how other people were able to regain a positive public opinion. One of the most recent ones I could think of was Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, aka Tuck, aka Tuckerson, a recently fired Fox News host and the Green M&M's previous secret lover, is now a popular icon known for doing things like calling Obama gay and doing Zinn.
I'm going upper deck for this.
Okay, like I said earlier, we don't have time to go off on tangents like this. Okay, you gotta stop doing this. For some reason, everyone thinks Tucker is cool now. Turns out, if you just like nicotine and you like smoking things, you can get the public on your side. So that's what I'm going to do. You see, during my time as a delivery driver, I got a lot of tips from weed smokers. You know, dollar bills infused with weed and cigarette ash and whatever else these Bangladesh like to put in these dollar bills. These dollar bills have been collecting dust in my truck for the past couple of months, and I now finally have a use for them. That's right, I'm going to smoke the dollar bill. No, like, I'm going to smoke a dollar bill. I'm going to smoke a dollar bill. Sometimes when you're trying to make it in politics, you've got to do a few things that you might not otherwise be comfortable with. I don't want to appear as a degen, but when being a degen is marketable, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now you may be wanting to ask me, what if this smoking thing isn't enough to save your public image? What if all this weed smoking is all for nothing, Redact? Well, first I'd say that you're an idiot for believing that you could actually get high off of smoking a dollar bill. You should see your face, you delinquent. But if the smoking thing doesn't work out, well, I've got it taken care of. I have an interview lined up for tomorrow where I can show off just how interesting and cool I am. Thank you so much for coming, Redact. It's so great to have you here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, let's just get right down to business. Where were you on January 6th? What? Where were you on January 6th? What? What are you talking about? Were you at the Capitol? No, why would I be there? I hate federal agents. The Capitol on January 6th was crawling with them. I'm sorry, are you trying to say that the Capitol insurrection was purely done by federal agents? I didn't say that. You're saying that. What is this? So it turns out that the interview was a setup by the same rival candidate who leaked that video of me. It's okay though. I've forgiven him. He's been taken care of.
This guy's just been a real pain. He's just... Wait, that's him right there. Come on, get the gun. Hey, man! Come on. Hey, man, what's up? You remember me? Oh, you don't? Oh. And it's fine anyways, man. You're my rival candidate.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. You're my rival candidate.
I was gonna say that I'm now screwed because I have no way of funding my campaign, but then I remembered, I've committed tax fraud every year of my life. I don't need anyone else's money. I have all the money I need. I'm prepared. I've always been prepared, which is why I'm going to do such a great job at running this country. Hello, Americans. Something doesn't feel right. Do you think it's about time we got a politician in office who is gonna be his complete, authentic self? Because that's exactly what I plan on doing. Do you want to vote for a candidate who's gonna show up on the debate stage with a gun in hand? Do you want to vote for somebody who doesn't care about biodegradable bottles or soy boy juices and drinks more American things that come out of a black trash bag from the local gas station? It's got an American flag on it. That means it's for America. Do you want to vote for a candidate who has fully pledged to give each one of his individual voters a brand new copy of Industrial Society and Its Future by my dad, Theodore John Kaczynski? Then vote for me! And trust me, if you do vote for me, you will get this brand new copy of Industrial Society and Its Future. Because if my family has taught us anything, it's that we're really good at getting packages to our desired destination. And to all the allegations of people saying that I killed my rival candidate, I'm here to tell you that I did. I did kill him. I killed my rival candidate. And I've also killed many other people as well. But you should vote for me because unlike other politicians, I won't lie to you about the people I've killed. Hillary. Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I got a few packages I gotta deliver. Okay, that's how we wanted the video to end, but once again, this is my video, so I'm the one who's going to be ending it. And I just want to end this by saying that I hope this video has done a good job of making the case that everyone should care less about politics. Because with subject matter as controversial as politics, it's always good to remember that you don't have to take it as seriously as a lot of other people do. No matter what our differences or disagreements are, we're all Americans at the end of the day. And just because we disagree with each other, doesn't mean we have to kill each other. Yes, it does.
We took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we caught the bloody British in a town in New Orleans.
There wasn't as many as there was Apollo.